Dilse Mix. Dilse Mix.
Namaskaram YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of the Dilse Mix exclusive show. My name is Samto and I'm here with my partner Sajint, and we have a very, very special guest in the house, Mr. Nirmal Rajah, a paleontologist, an explorer, an all-around great guy, honestly. Sajint.
പുള്ളിയെക്കുറിച്ച് പറയാനാണെങ്കിൽ വിശേഷങ്ങൾ ഒരുപാടുണ്ട്. നിങ്ങൾ ഞങ്ങളെ കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടാവും through our show, which is the Dilse Mix show from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. every day. Yep. But if you are watching us through YouTube, നിങ്ങൾ കാണുന്നുണ്ടാവും നമ്മുടെ ടേബിളിൽ കുറേ വെറൈറ്റി സാധനങ്ങൾ ഇങ്ങനെ നിരത്തി വെച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഇതൊക്കെ എന്താണ്, ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ചുള്ള വിശേഷങ്ങൾ എന്താണെന്നൊക്കെ മിസ്റ്റർ നിർമ്മൽ നമ്മുടെ അടുത്ത് പറയുന്നുണ്ടാവും. So welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. So we've had guests before, and we're a music show, and most of the guests we've had are usually like music people or people who do stuff with youth. But this is the first time we're having such an interesting guest. Please explain to the audience a little bit about what you do and a little bit about what you've brought for us today.
Okay. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். So என்னோட பேர் வந்து நிர்மல் ராஜா. So I'm from India and I work for a museum here as a head of education. So every museums have different departments. I lead a department of education. So the museum is Maliha Archaeological Center, which is in Sharjah. So the thing is, like, Sharjah is home for a lot of history, human history. Humans have been there 200,000 years ago.
Wow.
And there were Bronze Age civilizations, and there was a big city that existed there 2,000 years ago. But what I do is, like, apart from that one, I also try to push history even further. There are certain mountains and certain rocks where you can actually find fossils of animals, because entire Arabia ஒரு 6 கோடி வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி it was under the sea. And then at one point Iran started pushing Arabia in this way. Okay. And all the sea, every rock that formed under the sea, it became a mountain. It's like something.
Okay, yes. So the tectonic plates and all of that, they
pushed up.
Yeah,
pushed up. So when it pushed up all the animals along with it, the animals that were long dead, and you will find fossils of animals. So what I do is, like, since I'm also from Tamil Nadu, I find fossils in places like Arilur, Perambalur, Tiruchi, also from Kerala, and places like Varkala, Kanyakumari, and coming all the way to UAE. I also go to different Emirates. Found fossils in Sharjah, fossils in Abu Dhabi, Alain, Al Quwain, Ras Al Khaimah.
Wow.
So
you've been everywhere then. Wow.
And talking about fossils, ഞാൻ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചൊരു സംഭവം, ഈ ഒരു കാണുന്ന ഒരു ക്ലോ, അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ആ ഒരു നഖം ആദ്യം കണ്ടപ്പോൾ പേടിയാണ് തോന്നിയത്. ആൻഡ് രണ്ടാമത് നമ്മൾ ചോദിച്ചു പറഞ്ഞു ഇതൊക്കെ ഡൈനോസറിന്റെ ആണ്. ഡൈനോസർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു സംഭവം ഞാനും സോംടോയൊക്കെ സത്യം പറയാൻ നമ്മൾ ജുറാസിക് പാർക്കിൽ മാത്രമേ കണ്ടിട്ടുള്ളൂ.
First of all, I don't condone Sajint and his jokes. I don't think Sajint is funny. I don't understand what he's doing. but good one. We actually do have such a wide array of stuff to show you guys. We're going to let Mr. Nirmal kind of talk about the highlights, like give you guys a spark notes on the most important pieces, the most notable pieces. Once, as he's going, I'll let you guys know my favorite piece that he brought for us. You're going to be shocked.
That's a shock.
My favorite piece is not what you think it's going to be. So, Mr. Nirmal, why don't you just talk a little bit about some of the pieces and some of the most special ones and why you think they're special?
Okay. See, it is very tough for a guy doing paleontology. It's very tough to pick. It's like you have, like, say 5 kids and you cannot
choose
go and
one
say,
child.
like, that's my favorite child. It's like all of my favorites. But the thing is, like, to understand fossils much better, I'll quickly talk about what a fossil is. See, for example, you have the shell. When you just go to the beach, you see the shell.
സാധാരണ നമ്മൾ കാണുന്ന ഒരു സാധനം.
All the shell. ഇപ്പോൾ என்னன்னா, ഇപ്പോൾ நம்ம the hardest part in the body will survive longer. ഇപ്പോൾ for example, നമ്മ മരിച്ചാൽ
flesh will go and then the bones will stay.
അതായത് നിർമ്മൽ ബ്രോക്ക് ഒരു മലയാളം കണക്ഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. അതിനെ കുറിച്ച് നമ്മുടെ ഈ ഷോയുടെ എൻഡിൽ പറയുന്നതായിരിക്കും. But diving back to fossils.
Okay. So when we die, അപ്പോൾ in the shell it settles down to the bottom of the ocean. അപ്പോൾ it lays there for a very long time. See, I'll tell you an easy way. You drive a car. You park a car outside in the open area for 1 whole week. It becomes dusty.
Yes.
If you park the car outside for 3 weeks, it becomes more dusty.
Yeah.
When you just park a car outside for 2 million years,
2 million years,
it'll be under a layer of dust. So just like that, every now and then, wind, rain, and seawater. When it comes, like, it brings sea currents, it brings sediments and it buries them. So when you have this one buried for a very long time, there's a process called mineralization. The organic material will be replaced by inorganic material, and it becomes a stone. So most of the fossils are nothing but replacements or casts of things.
The organic material.
if this lays there in the ground for 10,000 years, so anything to become a fossil, it has to be under the ground for 10,000 years.
10,000
Minimum.
years.
This will take 10,000 years to become something like this. But
Okay.
this is the same. It's a bivalve. It's a chippy.
Chippy,
It's the same
അതെ.
chippy. But this one is 86 million years old, found in Perambalur.
My gosh.
86 million.
So this guy hasn't reached the 10,000 year
Now
mark.
he's probably like say 6,000-7,000 years old.
Ooh, wow. But most of the organic material has already
It's
been
still
replaced.
there. Yeah.
Okay, it's still there.
Yeah. But
Okay, so this is
in
actually like a real shell.
Yeah, this is 60. This is 86 million years old. But this is mostly, see, basically the problem is like these animals have hard shells outside, so you can find them. There are
Okay.
certain animals. This is a beautiful animal. This is one of my favorite. I'm so sorry. I still have a favorite. This is a favorite
ഫേവറേറ്റുകളുടെ
animal.
എണ്ണം ഒരുപാടുള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് ഏത് പറയണമെന്നുള്ള കൺഫ്യൂഷനിലാണ്.
So it's an ammonite. So all these guys went extinct by the end of the Cretaceous period. That means when the dinosaurs went extinct because of an asteroid that struck Earth, these guys also went extinct in the sea. So basically, I'll tell you how we know how these animals lived. So there is one more animal called nautilus.
So
Okay.
these are two different
animals, but both are cephalopod. But Tamil we say talaikali,
തലൈക്കാലിയോ?
like
Okay.
octopus.
Okay, 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 okay.
ഇതിന്
Oh,
tentacles
so they had
From
soft
this
bodies
one, there
inside.
are
I
eight
see, I see, I see, I
tentacles.
see.
And from this guy, there are 8 tentacles. In the
Okay,
sea,
wow.
they both lived in the same sea at the same time.
Okay.
But this guy survived. These guys went extinct.
So is there any reason? Is there any evolutionary or
Yeah.
നമ്മൾ ഈ ഡാർവിന്റെ
So to
പരിണാമം എന്നൊക്കെ
anatomical
പറയുന്ന
reason.
സംഭവം.
Understand, enna pannom appadina, we need to look at animals that live today. So it's a modern day nautilus.
Okay.
You go
Okay.
to the beach, you go to the deep sea, you find these ones. These nautilus are deep sea living. So ரொம்ப ஆழத்துல மட்டும் தான் இருக்கும். So when the asteroid struck Earth, these nautilus, they laid eggs in the bottom of the ocean. These are shallow living animals. They always live in the shallow region. So because of the acidity of the sea, the babies died.
Okay.
But these guys, the babies survived.
Wow,
So
That's a whole family story.
Wow, that's actually
And
so
talking
interesting.
about fossils, Nirmal bro, എനിക്ക് to simplify it for the audience. അതായത് നമ്മൾ മനുഷ്യരെന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഈ ഒരു വർഗ്ഗം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഈ ഒരു സ്പീഷീസ് ഭൂമിയിൽ വന്നിട്ട് എത്ര കാലമായി, and how are these animals and these species, how old are they compared to us?
See, we think in months and weeks. We cannot think in even in years.
Yeah, because it's
So
hard.
you see a kid after your uncle's child or your brother's child, after a very long time, you go like, you're so much taller than I thought.
Yeah.
I think the same thing happened between us.
I saw him when he was in school. Now, like,
Like,
he's
what?
making all of us proud. So, to understand the magnitude of time, we have to think about this one in a calendar. Let's say Earth started 4.5 billion years ago. Universe started 3.5 billion years ago. Now, if you shrink everything to a calendar in 1 year, Big Bang happened January 1.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. The Earth started January 1. Dinosaurs didn't come into the scene until December 25.
Okay.
Okay, first off, I don't think you guys even understand the scale of what he just said. So he said condense the
Entire universe.
entire timeline of Earth into 12 months. When the Earth started was January 1st. Dinosaurs that were extinct millions and millions of years ago didn't come into existence until December. So that means what was happening back then? Nothing.
And മനുഷ്യർ വന്നിട്ട് എത്ര കാലമായി actually?
What was happening all those billions?
Humans came something around 350,000 years ago.
Okay.
So in our 1 year scale, how many days is that?
Say 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes
ago. അതായത് മനുഷ്യരെന്ന് പറയുന്ന മനുഷ്യരാശി ഭൂമിയിൽ വന്നിട്ട് ഈ ഒരു ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഭൂമിയുടെ മൊത്തം ആയുസ് നമ്മൾ ഒരു 12 മാസമായിട്ട് നോക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ മനുഷ്യൻ വന്നിട്ട് വെറും 5 മിനിറ്റ് പോലും ആയിട്ടില്ല.
Oh my days.
In no way. I'll put in when we have fossils here. So let's say this is 86 million years old.
Wow.
Okay.
Like that is 86 million years old. And then we have this shell. This is 66 million years old.
Okay.
There are 20 million years in between these.
Between these people.
Humans have been there only for 300,000 years ago.
Oh my
വെറും
days.
നമ്മൾ വന്നിട്ട് വെറും 3 ലക്ഷം വർഷമേ ആയിട്ടുള്ളൂ.
So adu vandu it's a magnitude. So I'll put in another way. Everyone saw Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park movie. We have this animal called Stegosaurus with the plates in the back.
Spines.
And then we also have T-Rex. So when talking about T-Rex,
ആണ് നമ്മുടെ ജുറാസിക് പാർക്ക് കണ്ടിട്ടുള്ളതിൽ അറിയാം, the main താരം അല്ലേ?
So
the main hero.
Speaking about T-Rex, idu vandu it's a tooth of a baby T-Rex. Or a baby T-Rex ka pallu.
Original ആണോ?
Original.
Wow.
66 million years ago.
Oh my god.
So I'll tell you one more thing before I go to that one. Dinosaurs they shed teeth every now and then. Every now and then.
Okay,
so for example, if we lose teeth, we will not get it back. But when it comes to dinosaur, if it loses one, inniki oru pallu ponal, it will get a new set of teeth again after a week.
അതായത് മനുഷ്യരുടെ നഖം പോലെ ആയിരുന്നല്ലേ?
Nagam. But you might ask, how do we know? So we can see a fossil here. So idu oru dinosaur ka keel thade. It's a lower jaw of a dinosaur called Allosaurus.
Okay.
Now this is the thing that you see. You can
outside,
see only 2 teeth. So you will be like, this fellow probably lost all these teeth. That's not the case. Till you look here.
Oh, they have teeth just waiting.
You have one row, you have the other row. These are the teeth waiting to erupt. So it'll keep replacing again and again and again.
And as these ones are going, it's building more. It's
it always building. There's always a set waiting to come.
Oh my word.
So if this one goes, the other one comes. This one goes, the other one comes. So that is one reason why when you go looking for dinosaur fossils, more than bones,
you'll see teeth.
Bones like these. So this is a claw of a Apatosaurus. They were long.
This is like a nail.
This is the nail. So these guys actually used to dig holes so that dinosaurs can lay eggs.
നമ്മൾ ഈ ജുറാസിക് പാർക്ക് പടം കണ്ട ഏറ്റവും പേടിച്ചൊരു സീനാണ് മറ്റേ കുട്ടിയുടെ മുകളിൽ വെച്ച സാധനം ഇങ്ങനെ കൈ കൊണ്ട് പോകുന്നത്. അത് ആ കാണുന്ന സാധനമാണ് ഇന്ന് നമ്മുടെ നിർമ്മൽ ബ്രോയുടെ കയ്യിലിരിക്കുന്നത്.
അപ്പോൾ the time I was talking, Stegosaurus went extinct 150 million years. Okay. You have T-Rex 66 million years ago.
That's when they went extinct as well.
Yeah. So we are here now today. So imagine there are 3 time periods. You have 150 million years ago, a dinosaur went extinct.
Okay.
66 million years ago, another dinosaur went extinct. And we are here. The time difference between Stegosaurus and T-Rex is longer than the time difference between T-Rex and us.
And now.
T-Rex is closer to us.
Then to the
T-Rex is closer to
അതായത് പുള്ളി പറയുന്ന ഒരു സംഭവം സിമ്പിൾ ആയിട്ട് ആക്ച്വലി ഇപ്പോൾ ഹോളിവുഡ് സിനിമകളിലൊക്കെ അതായത് ജുറാസിക് പാർക്കിൽ നടന്ന ഒരു സംഭവമാണ്. അതിൽ കാണിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന 2 ഡൈനോസേഴ്സ് ഒരേ സമയത്ത് ഒരേ കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ ജീവിച്ച പോലെയാണ് അവർ ആ സിനിമയിൽ കാണിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്. ബട്ട് ആക്ച്വലി അങ്ങനെയല്ല അല്ലേ? ടോക്കിംഗ് അബൌട്ട് ഇന്നാക്യുറസീസ് ഇൻ ഹോളിവുഡ് മൂവീസ്. നമ്മൾ ജുറാസിക് പാർക്കിൽ പല സംഭവം കണ്ട് ഐ തിങ്ക് that's the most easiest reference of a dinosaur for a normal person.
Yes.
എന്തൊക്കെയാണ്
അതിൽ ഇന്നാക്യുറേറ്റ് ആയിട്ട് കാണിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്? എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് അതിൽ തെറ്റിദ്ധാരണകൾ ഉള്ളത് ഡൈനോസറുകൾ?
മെയിൻ ആണ് വിഷയം all dinosaurs were feathered. Most of the dinosaurs were feathers. ഇപ്പോൾ ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ ജുറാസിക് പാർക്ക് പടத்தில் நம்ம பார்த்த മെയിൻ ഡൈനോസർ എല്ലാ children's love the dinosaur apart from T-Rex is Velociraptor.
Fast ആയിട്ട് ഓടുന്ന ഡൈനോസർ.
It's a very big one. It goes hunting for everything. This is the actual Velociraptor.
So, seriously?
Yeah, this is the Velociraptor.
This is not the size that we saw in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is a size of a small dog. That's it. This is the actual size.
This is an adult Velociraptor.
Yeah, this is an adult Velociraptor. So the thing is, the Velociraptor that they showed in the movie is not Velociraptor. It is a different dinosaur called Utahraptor.
So they just to make it interesting.
Raptor എന്നുള്ള ആ സ്പീഡ് എന്നുള്ള ഒരു സംഭവത്തിന്റെ ഒരു പേര് കാരണമാണ് അവർ അങ്ങനെ.
Velocina 2 വേർഡ് ഉണ്ട്. Veloci means swift. Or fast. Okay. Raptor means thief.
So the fast thief.
Fast thief. So even today, there are birds we call it raptors. So andamari. So Velociraptors, most of the dinosaurs were feathered. Even T-Rex might have some sort of a feathers inside. And one more thing. One of the misconception is the popular misconception is when people think dinosaur eggs, they need not be very big. Dinosaur eggs this is a dinosaur egg.
So this is for which?
This is most probably an egg of a Velociraptor.
Oh wow.
ഇത് കാണാൻ ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടില് അമ്മൂമ്മമാരൊക്കെ മറ്റേ ചമ്മന്തി അരയ്ക്കുന്ന അമ്മിക്കല്ലുണ്ടല്ലോ, അമ്മിക്കല്ല് പോലെ ഉണ്ട്.
There is an interesting story. You find same eggs in different places in India. One of the most biggest hatcheries, the places where dinosaurs always go to lay eggs. It's like birds migrating to a same place again and again, but dinosaurs also did the same. So there is a place in Gujarat where these animals will go again and again to lay eggs and everything. So there are people finding eggs and everything. They didn't know eggs. So there was this lady, she picked an egg, and for a very long time, I don't know, nobody knows how, she used to our ammikal mari. She used to chammandi arake, she used an egg.
Wow.
So not until these people actually went and said that's not an ammikal, but that's an egg. അതേ മാതിരി ரொம்ப റീസെന്റ് the people were worshipping this as a
അതെ ആ ഒരു ന്യൂസ് നമ്മൾ എല്ലാവരും വായിച്ചിരുന്നതാണ്. ഒരു ഫാമിലി അവര് ഒരു ഡൈനോസറിന്റെ മുട്ട കുറെ കാലം അവരുടെ കുലദൈവമാണ് എന്നുള്ള വിഗ്രഹം എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിലാണ് അവര് അതിനെ പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്. ഇത് റീസെന്റ് ആണ് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചത് അത് സ്റ്റോൺ അല്ല, അതൊരു ഡൈനോസറിന്റെ മുട്ടയായിരുന്നു എന്നുള്ളത്.
That's one thing. And these are the popular misconceptions. There are many, and the main misconception, not all the dinosaurs they show in the movie Jurassic World or Jurassic Park lived at the same time. Brachiosaurus lived in a separate time.
Movie magic.
So in and out, most of the dinosaurs they show in Jurassic Park didn't belong to Jurassic period.
Wow.
ഈ ജുറാസിക് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ആക്ച്വലി ഒരു പീരിയഡ് ആണല്ലോ.
Yeah, so I think there's Jurassic Triassic.
Period, Cretaceous period is the last time when the dinosaurs were alive. But Jurassic period ended 150 to 140 million years ago.
Wow.
Cretaceous period. So most of the dinosaurs they actually show in the movie Jurassic Park are from Cretaceous period. So you can very well rename the entire Jurassic Park movie as Cretaceous Park.
അതായത് ജുറാസിക് പാർക്ക് എന്നുള്ള പേര് തന്നെ തെറ്റാണെന്ന് പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുകയാണ്. അതായത് പുള്ളി പറയുന്നത് എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായിട്ടുള്ള സിമ്പിൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സംഭവം, പല കാലഘട്ടം ഒരുപാട് മില്യൺ വർഷത്തെ എന്താ പറയുക ഡിഫറൻസിൽ ജീവിച്ചിരുന്ന പല കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ ജീവിച്ചിരുന്ന പല ഡൈനോസേഴ്സിനെ ആ സിനിമയിൽ അവർ കാണിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് ഒരേ കാലഘട്ടത്തിലാണ് ജീവിച്ചിരുന്നത്, which is wrong, അല്ലേ?
See, I had this problem. When I wrote my novel, I had the same problem. I wanted to...
we actually have the novel here. Let's just talk continue.
So this is a novel that I wrote. So when I started writing this novel, I wanted to write a novel for kids about dinosaurs in India.
Okay.
But the problem is, like, at one point there were dinosaurs, of course, but I wanted to tell students about some more other things, other animals that lived along with these dinosaurs. But at the end of the day, kids don't want to read another textbook.
Exactly.
So I thought I re-changed the format. I changed the entire format. I made it look like a prehistoric fiction.
Prehistoric fiction.
So what I did is I went
like
researched about all animals found in Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
Mostly in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and slightly in the borders of Andhra Pradesh and everything.
So
Put all these animals in one setting. Researched a little bit about the environment that existed there 66 million years ago. Created a story. and put it in the novel. So in this novel, the animals are real. These are real animals that existed. And the events are also real. So they found a dinosaur called Sanaji. There's a snake called Sanaji indicus. So there is this, like in 1980s, they found a huge slab with some snake, no, not snake, they found dinosaur eggs. Small dinosaur babies in it. And they're like, fine, it's okay, that's just a nest. Then another researcher from the US, he came and he started cleaning it. Then he found some more eggs. Some more bones. So he was like, what could it be? Turns out, this is a clutch of eggs.
Okay.
And there is a snake inside. So there is a snake that was trying to eat the entire egg. And there was a flash flood that killed everything. And fossilized everything. So that is an event. So that was an event. So I decided to use that event. And there is a chapter inspired by that event. So the chapters have animals that are real and events that actually happened. And this is the novel that has a lot of citations.
അതായത് പലപ്പോഴും നമ്മളൊരു ഇതുപോലത്തെ ഒരു നോവൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ബുക്ക് നോർമലായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരാൾക്ക് ഇത് വായിക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് ഇത് ഭയങ്കര വേർഡി ആയിരിക്കും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഭയങ്കര ഇൻഫർമേഷണൽ. ഇപ്പോൾ ഈ മില്യൺ വർഷങ്ങളുടെ കണക്കൊക്കെ പറയുമ്പോൾ പലപ്പോഴും പലർക്കും നോർമൽ ഒരാൾക്ക് ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് പോകുന്ന ഒരു സാധനമാണ്. പക്ഷെ അദ്ദേഹം ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു സംഭവം എങ്ങനെ ഇത്രയും സയന്റിഫിക് ആയിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഒരു ഫിക്ഷന്റെ രൂപത്തിൽ അതിനൊരു കഥയാക്കി, സ്റ്റോറീസ് സർവൈവ്, സ്റ്റോറീസ് ആർ ദി തിങ്സ് ദാറ്റ് ആർ ബീയിങ് ടോൾഡ് അഗൈൻ ആൻഡ് അഗൈൻ. ദാറ്റ്സ് എ വെരി ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ കോൺസെപ്റ്റ്.
It is beautiful. My only problem is that the book is in Tamil. I don't know how to read Tamil, so he's going to have to do an English version for me.
ബുക്കിന്റെ പേര് ട്രൂഡാൻ ഒരു ഡൈനോസറിൻ പാടുകൾ by Nirmal Rajah. The one and only.
The one and only. Guys, this has been an amazing time we spent here with Mr. Nirmal Rajah. This is the Dilse Mix exclusive show.
Yes, but
we're about to
go,
round down. So, Sajid, do you have something to say?
And one thing, ഞാൻ ഈ വ്യക്തിയെ ഇപ്പോഴല്ല, ഒരു ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് ഞങ്ങൾ പരിചയം തുടങ്ങിയിട്ട് ഒരു 6 വർഷത്തോളമായി. And the way we met and everything is interesting. So what I want to ask for, I think lot of kids watching this and lot of families watching this, അതായത് പലരും ഈ ചെറുപ്പത്തിൽ ഓരോ ആഗ്രഹങ്ങൾ കാണുമല്ലോ, എനിക്ക് വളർന്നാൽ ഇങ്ങനെ ആവണം. ദെൻ വൺസ് ആഫ്റ്റർ വൈൽ പല കാരണങ്ങളും കൊണ്ട് കരിയർ പാത്തൊക്കെ മാറിപ്പോവാറുണ്ട്. പലരും പറഞ്ഞു കേട്ടിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സംഭവമാണ് ജുറാസിക് പാർക്ക് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു സിനിമ കണ്ടപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും അതിലുള്ള മറ്റേ മസിലുള്ള ചേട്ടനെ പോലെ പെലിയന്റോളജിസ്റ്റ് ആവണം. പെലിയന്റോളജിസ്റ്റ് ബേസിക്കലി സമൺ സ്റ്റഡി ഡൈനോസോർസ്. എല്ലാവരും ആഗ്രഹിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവും ഡൈനോസറുകളെ കുറിച്ച് പഠിക്കണം. അതുപോലെ എന്താ പറയുക, അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ആ ഒരു കോൺസെപ്റ്റ് പലരുടെയും മനസ്സിൽ വെറും ഒരു സ്വപ്നമായിട്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു ആഗ്രഹമായിട്ട് നിന്ന ഒരു സംഭവം. He actually lived it. He lived the journey. So for people who are interested in pursuing this field of study, so what do you have to say for the younger generation?
A little inspiration. Yeah, let's go.
See, paleontology is a multifaceted thing. It's not always about bones. For example, if you want to try to understand anything about a specific dinosaur, you need to know geology, you need to know physics, you need to know chemistry,
biology,
you need to know a lot of biology, evolutionary biology. Evolutionary biology has moved into computer programming and everything. So this is a quote that I absolutely love from a paleontologist called Stephen Jay Gould. Like, kids are naturally attracted by dinosaurs. So what do you think will happen? Kids come to the museums for the bones. They will stay back and they will do science. So you don't have to become a paleontologist to appreciate all this one. You can be interested towards this one, and to understand this one, you need to know a lot of science. So you will end up being a chemist, you will end up being a physicist, you end up being a biophysicist, you end up being a geologist, geomorphologist, a lot of other things. So that's exactly what I want kids to do, is to never stop being curious. I am a guy who never grew up. And I don't want you to grow up. So
that's a beautiful quote.
Carl Sagan, he used to say, is one of the finest astronomers, finest writers. He says, kids will always ask questions. They will ask, why is the moon round? Why is the dinosaur the way it is? Adults don't ask. There is a sense of wonder that comes with kids, which normally, unfortunately, we will lose when we grow up. If you want to be an absolutely very good scientist, you should never lose that sense of wonder, and you should never grow up.
നമ്മുടെ ഉള്ളിൽ ആ കുട്ടിയെ ഒരിക്കലും നമ്മൾ വിടാണ്ടിരിക്കുക അല്ലേ. ആൻഡ് സോംടോ, നമ്മൾ ഈ സ്റ്റുഡിയോയിൽ കയറി വന്നപ്പോൾ തന്നെ നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കവർ ചെയ്തൊരു കോൺട്രവേഴ്ഷ്യൽ സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ് ഉണ്ട്. അതെന്താണെന്നറിയോ? ഈ സാധാരണ നമ്മൾ മ്യൂസിയത്തിലൊക്കെ പോകുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഡൈനോസറിന്റെ ബോൺസ് കാണാറില്ല. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ദാറ്റ്സ് എ റിയൽ ഡൈനോസോർ ബോൺ, അത് ആക്ച്വൽ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ഡൈനോസറിന്റെ ബോൺ ആണ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മനുഷ്യന്റെ അസ്ഥികൂടാണെന്നൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ പറയാറുണ്ട്. ബട്ട് Mr. Nirmal Rajah here has revealed an industry secret.
Hey! Are we sure we want to end the show on revealing secrets?
Focus the camera right here. Karanam.
We're going to end on...
there are a lot of museums, especially when it comes to dinosaurs. America and UK has a lot of museums. So after 1920s, people didn't want to put actual bones there, because see, there is always a problem. So if I have to study this one, I have to put a hole into this one, take a sample.
Okay.
And one more thing, it is very fragile, it's very heavy. It's very fragile, so I can't just put it there for it to become damaged or something. So what people actually started to do is to make replicas. So what we do is, like, instead of having the same fossil in display, I can make a plaster cast.
Okay.
And once I'm done with the plaster cast, I can paint it the way so that it looks like the same.
അതായത് ഒരു ഒറിജിനൽ ഫോസിലിന്റെ അതേ രൂപസാദൃശ്യവും അതേപോലെ അതേ ദൃശ്യഭംഗിയുള്ള വേറൊരു ഓൾട്ടർനേറ്റീവ്.
So basically என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, these are called replicas. So replicas are very light.
Okay.
Easy to move around.
So this is very heavy. I cannot put it in the display here with all the armatures and everything. It's very tough to hold. So instead of showing the actual bones are very fragile. It is available to paleontologists in a room separately. It's called a dry room. So in the storage room, you have all the fossils. But the fossils that are in the display are not the real fossils. They are all replicas.
Wow, what a bombshell.
മനസ്സിലുള്ള ഒരു സംഭവമാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ തല്ലി പൊട്ടിച്ചു.
What a bombshell to end on. You heard it here first. Most of the fossils you see in museums are replicas and fakes. This has been the Dilse Mix exclusive show. Okay, not fake. Replicas. Okay, like also replicas. This has been the Dilse Mix exclusive show. I've been Somto. This has been Sergeant, and this has been the very knowledgeable, very kind, very gracious Mr. Nirmal Rajah. We thank you for coming. We thank you for sharing your passion with us. We hope we can have you on the show again another day.
But ഈ ഇന്റർവ്യൂ ഇവിടെ തീരുന്നില്ല. കാരണം we've got some very interesting and informational short reels coming up. So go ahead on Dilse FM's Instagram page and check it out. But last but not the least, Mr. Nirmal has a YouTube channel called Scientific Tamilan, which we'll be tagging on our social media platforms. Go ahead and check out that as well. See you guys.
Dilse Mix.